So, I guess I'll just jump straight in. So where are you from?
I'm here from Oxford, well, towards Spring Hill, Oxford, Mississippi, Clubhouse Road. That's what I call it. So
Yeah?
yeah, Oxford.
That's awesome. So,
Oxford, Georgia.
did you go to Oxford High School?
Yeah, Oxford High School all my life.
How was it?
Well, I didn't go to Oxford High School all my life. I went to
High school here.
Yeah. Well, it's more. I think it's high school here is real academically, driven toward. It's not like you wouldn't expect a person to like music a lot and go. It's not
Right.
pushing towards arts. They don't push really towards arts and stuff. But sports and academics, that's really what going to Oxford is all about. Just getting them books and finding the ball that you like: basketball, football, baseball, soccer ball,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So what drew you to music then, since it wasn't school?
The different growing up listening to different music and seeing that these people like were right up the road, like Juicy J and Player Fly and 8 Ball MJG. Those people, like, you find out that they just an hour up the road, and they got me, my cousins, his brother, their brother. They're all like fanatics over them. I just wanted to have that type of effect to have a voice like that and something I like. So, and music was something that I stuck to, and I think it's working now.
So, talk to me a little bit about your music, about what kind of music you do.
The music I do is more, it's kind of R&B and kind of rapish. So, but I sing primarily. It's more singing, and I produce all my songs. Just about. I produce over 80% of my songs. Sometimes my friends, they'll send me beats like I'm over here at my friend's house right now. He's we work on music and stuff. But it's, if I had to put an artist to it, like people tell me it reminds them of like Party Next Door, The Weeknd, and Tory Lanez, those type of guys that sing mostly, but they'll rap a verse here and there. They'll crank out a little nice little 16 bars or something.
Yeah. So are you self-taught of everything?
Yeah, YouTube taught. Yeah,
Okay.
Self-taught, and just people around me. I seen people that played the piano around me that played music, so I may ask them just to come over and just do their thing on it, and while they're playing the keys, I just learn something off of them. And it's a lot of people around here that I've learned a lot of stuff from, like, and gotten the motivation to keep doing it. Just it's nice to find people that don't mind helping and giving you a hand when you need it if they see you like it and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So who would you say has been most influential or pretty influential in helping you get
Around here?
Yeah, helping you get your career kicked off and stuff like that?
It's a guy named Trell Gordon and Silas Reed. Trell, he used to let me come over his house when I was in high school because my mom, she hated that loud music. He'll let me come over there in his apartment and just use his computer to make beats. And I met Silas when I was in college. I used to see him in the music building all the time. He used to have a little hat on. We went to the same high school. We were like 4 or 5 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were probably like 3 or 4 years apart. But I reached out to him, and he had already, he had been listening to my music. He told me, so he came over, and we've done some shows at Prowlers, and we link up like once a month. We try to link up once a month, but we talk every other week, weekly and stuff like that. So Silas and Trell Gordon, those two guys.
So when you first kind of started making music and getting pretty serious about it, what were your expectations going into it? Like, did you ever expect to get this far?
Yeah. Well, I expected something that I truly don't want now. So it's better now because, like, I know a lot more about the music about being in the music game
Mhm.
or music industry now. So like, I realized that the stuff you see on TV a lot, like especially with like hip hop music and stuff, is it's a machine behind it. Like those guys, like just the popular stuff like that we all like is more like company driven and stuff like that. So I got more into meeting like independent artists that they have a bigger fan base. They have big fan bases just like a signed artist would, and those people, they have a happier life, I think. Just because they get to talk about what they want to talk about. You're not finna hear a whole bunch of backlash about you talking about some just a bad day you had one day. You put that in a song, and at the time it may fit how you felt, but to the public it may be offensive to some people and stuff. Like when you're a mainstream artist, you got to worry about how people feel, and you got to be politically correct most of the time and stuff like that. When you just doing it and you can make a living and not worry about that, it's a lot looser, and you get to express yourself more. So that's what I like. So
Yeah.
where I'm at right now, I think I didn't expect to be where I'm at, but I like where I'm at. So I'm not content, but I'm cool with it right now.
So, what kind of messages do you try and put into your music that you make? Like, what do you want people to get from your music?
The music I really sing about is like the lovey-dovey stuff mostly. So
Yeah.
talk about getting your heart broke, but not a lot of male artists talk about them, getting hurt. They talk about hurting other people and stuff like that. But I talk about it. I like to talk about it from my perspective. Girls they hurt dudes just like dudes hurt girls. And it's I like to get the message that just be yourself. Like, I used to think that you had to portray a certain image, but like, everybody knows if you're being genuine. And like you see people laughing at these different artists. Like, I can't even name the new artists that come out every year, because it's a different artist that come out every year. But like the ones that kind of like are gonna be there, gonna have some longevity, because like they have like some sort of message. Even if it's a small message, like what you're gonna get from them. Like this guy's about to talk about his crazy ex. Drake's about to have an album about the last 3 girls he just flew out, and like an artist. I like to put what an artist's subject is to an artist. If you got a subject, that's what I think brings longevity. But if you're just everywhere, you're not gonna have fans. Not gonna know what to go to you for. So just try to find a sound message. A sound subject.
So, I imagine that not all of the stuff that you mix or that you put out there lands well with people or works out the way you wanted it to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, what motivates you to keep trying when you have things that don't work out the way you want them to, or you fail, or you mess up?
Just expecting to fail. If you're prepared to fail, not expecting to fail, because you shouldn't expect to fail, but just knowing that there's a possibility that not everybody's gonna like that song. So if you put out 12 songs, there's a good chance that there are 2 or 3 songs that people aren't gonna like. So just know that you're not about to put out something that everybody's gonna like. So just if you come into it with the mindset that I'm gonna slip a few times along the way, I think that makes the falls a little easier to take. So
For sure.
and a lot of the things that I don't like, most people like. Like, it's a song that I may hate, but 100 people come up to you and tell you that's their favorite song, so you're like, damn. So I gotta do more like this, even though I didn't like it, but I need to try to, just keep them, because that's something that I didn't even expect for people to grasp onto. But that's usually how it goes with the music. The one that you spend 4 hours on, they don't like, but the one that you probably 30 minutes on, they love it.
Yeah. What are some things that you found difficult about being in the music industry that you didn't expect to be difficult?
Getting people to be where your mind was when you made that song, so they can see where you came from. Like the hardest thing is to, like, say you wrote something that you had a hidden message to, and you just hope that 4 or 5 of the people, come in and be like, that's what you were getting across. So like the hardest thing is putting people in your head. So, because it's a lot of musicians out here. It's like, it's people that paint, people that do poems and stuff like that. It's some crazy stuff out there. Like I did a show in San Antonio, and it was like it was dark, like some more like horrorcore type rap type stuff it was, but people loved it. So, and I started looking that type of music up after I did the show out there, and I didn't know that many people like seeing people get their heads cut off with the music and rapping and while they're poking somebody's eyes out, people's, and just it's all different. So I just wonder what he was thinking when he made that song sometimes. So that's what I like about music, just being in another person's head.
So what are your dreams moving forward in the future, in 5 years, 10 years? Where do you see yourself, or where do you hope to be?
I hope to be established as a writer, in in a sense, like to have some songs written for people, just so, and to have something in Oxford too, like to come back to home and have something that's mine, do my music. So whether it's a studio, a real professional studio, or some music classes or something, but just to have something that's mine because of my music. So that's a dream.
So do you have any shows or anything coming up, or any music you're about to release?
I have a project that I'm about to drop called Way Too Nice. It's I drop everything big to me on my little sister's birthday. It's April 4th, so I'm hurrying up to finish that up. So to make sure, because last year I dropped something on her birthday. She asked me to drop something this year on it, so I'm probably gonna drop it on her birthday this year. So Way Too Nice, April 4th. Yeah.
All right. And what's the name of your label?
Fred Nice, Major Look, and Mind on the Mill. So Fred Nice is me. Major Look is me, my cameraman, anybody. It's my friends. That's Major Look. And then Mind on the Mill is like I got these different shirts. It's like Mind on $1 Million or Mind on the Mill. Because when you're waking up, you either thinking about what you're eating that day, or how you gonna pay the bill. So Mind on the Mill. So it is Fred Nice, Major Look, Mind on the Mill. I am FredNice.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Appreciate
Well, hey, I appreciate you taking time to do this interview.
I appreciate you doing the interview with me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be writing this up over the weekend, and
Okay.
we're going to publish it in the DM on Monday, probably. It'll be online.
Okay.
The DM online. So.
Yeah, keep me posted, man.
Yeah,
Nice to
I'll
meet
send
you
you
too.
a link to